Hey everyone, it's James from FunFoods, and today I'm going to show you how to make these Cookie Monster Oreo cookies. Now these are amazing. It's a lot of fun to make these, so keep watching and I'll show you step by step how to make them. Before we start making this recipe, look below this video at that subscribe button. If it's red, all you have to do is click on it and it'll turn it gray. Also, if you enjoy what I do here, be sure to hit that like button because I really want to get to 200 likes on this video. Now back to the recipe. The first thing we need to do is start off with a package of Oreo cookies. Now, it doesn't matter here whether you use double stuff or single stuff. It's your preference, whichever way you like to do it. Now for me, I'll go with double stuff just because anything left over, I can eat. So open up your package and there's some missing already, but that's okay. So we're gonna grab cookies, pull them out. Now what you wanna do is twist off the cookie. You want to try to keep it intact. Lay your cookie part there and just take a butter knife and push out the filling into this bowl. So keep these two cookies together and do the same thing until all the filling is empty. Now if you come across a cookie that's already broken, just eat it because it won't work for this purpose unless it's broken perfectly down the middle. Then it'll work fine. So now I have 10 Oreo cookies, which is 20 of these individual biscuits. So what we got to do is we're going to cut these and try to cut them perfectly down the middle, and we'll see what we do. I think some of them are going to break, and that's fine. That's why we have some extras. Just do your best to use a sawing motion as you cut, and it still broke. You see, didn't break very good. That's not what we want. And let's see if we can snap this perfectly. Great. This is exactly what we want. Perfect half almost. Doesn't have to be perfect half, but cut in half. Set that aside. All right, so we're done scraping the fillings from the cookies and we're done sawing them in half. Just remember, you'll probably go through about half of your cookies will probably break. Just use a gentle sawing motion. That's the best advice I can give you. And we're left with all these centers, which is the filling, which is really good. We're going to move that aside for right now. Same with the cookies. And what we're going to do is make our new filling for the cookies. The first thing I'm doing is adding a half a stick of butter, which is 4 tablespoons, and it has to be softened at room temperature. Next, I have a 1/4 cup of vegetable shortening, and I'm just using Crisco. You can use whatever brand you'd like. And what we want to do is just mix this up, blend this all together, and then we'll move on. Next, we're going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then we're going to add about 1 to 2 cups of powdered sugar, and I'm going to start with 1 cup at a time. And I'm going to just add another 1/2 cup right now. Next, we're also going to add about a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream to this. And that's our filling. So now what we got to do is color it blue. So I have some blue food coloring. It's a gel base. You could use gel or water base. It doesn't matter. So now that our filling is all colored blue and ready to go, what we need to do is put it in a piping bag. But not just one piping bag, we're going to use 2 in this case. One of them, I have a Wilton 233 tip in it, and what that is commonly referred to as either the grass tip or the fir tip, and you'll see how we're going to use that. And another one I have with no tip at all. This is going to fill most of it, and then that one's going to decorate it. So I'm going to put about half of our filling in one bag and half in the other. So now that I have my piping bags all filled up, ready to go, we're coming back to our cookies and we have them all matched up. What I'm going to do is fill the bottom of one mostly with the piping bag with no tip, and then we're going to come back to it with the tip. So we're going to fill this like so. And we're going to take our other half and we're going to angle it like this. So just so you can see what it looks like an open mouth, which is what we're going for. Now what we got to do is we'll come to the piping bag that has the grass tip or the fur tip. And it's a good idea to test it first. So I'm going to test it on here. And you just want to squeeze and pull off. Squeeze and pull off. So we're going to do that. Let's start with one of these. And I'm going to hold it. And be careful not to squeeze it together. And after you do it for a while, it's a good idea to have a paper towel handy to wipe it off so it doesn't mess up that fur. So next I have these edible eyeballs here, and we're going to put those on our cookies. And I'm using some tweezers. Now, these are tweezers that are food safe. I don't use them for any other purpose than food. So just take your eyeball, place it right on the top part of the frosting, or inside I should say, and we're going to put the other eyeball somewhat close to it. Just a little gap. The next and last step is to put a cookie in the Cookie Monster's mouth. Now to do this, I got the mini Oreo cookies like so. And I also got a mini Nabisco cookie, and both of them are still quite large. For the Nabisco cookie, I had to cut this up until about eighths. So I cut it about 8 different ways to make it small enough. And here it is. That's what's going to go in the mouth, that small little piece. For the Oreo cookie, I just cut it in half, just like we cut the other Oreo cookies in half. And I'm going to stick that in his mouth. And hopefully they'll look good. So here you go. I'm going to start with the Oreo cookie first, and I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to use my tweezers because it'll be easier, maybe. And I just stuck that right in his mouth. The Nabisco cookie I'm going to put on this one right here. Perfect. And you can, your choice whether you use the mini Oreos, mini Nabiscos, whichever way you like, it'll be fun either way. Now, of course, I never did say what to do with the insides that we scraped off of our Oreo cookies. That's okay, because you can always just eat them, or you can just add them to a single stuff to make a double stuff. Whichever way you like, it's fine. Well, now it's time for the taste test. I'm gonna try one of these out. I'm trying one with the Chips Ahoy cookie inside of it, and we'll see how it tastes. It's good. The filling is a little creamier than the cream from a regular Oreo cookie, but that's mainly because I put that heavy cream in there, and that's what made it a little thinner. But if you want it thicker and you're fine with that, you can skip that step and keep it nice and thick. So, up to you. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me make these Cookie Monster Oreo cookies. It was a lot of fun making these things. And we chose to put a mini Oreo cookie in some of them, also a Chips Ahoy cookie in others. Really, it's up to you how you do it, but it's a really simple recipe, very easy to make this, and kids are gonna love it. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a like. Also, hit that big red subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. You get new videos all the time. And as always, comment back down below, letting me know if you make these. And until then, I'll see you next time.